Hello everyone, welcome to my video presentation on JSON. So what is JSON? JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. JSON is a lightweight data interchange format. JSON is a plain text written in JavaScript Object Notation. JSON is used to send data between computers. JSON is language independent. So we have JSON syntax rule. So what are the rules? What are the syntax rules? The data is in name/value pairs, which can in other words be called key/value. You know, some call name could be called keys. Yes. And the second one is data is separated by commas. Curly braces hold objects. Square brackets holds arrays. So a name/value pair consists of a field name or a key name, which is written in double quotes, following by a value. Yeah, following by a value. And Java's JSON format is almost identical to JavaScript objects. So they are kind of the same, as in their format is kind of the same. And their keys must be string written in what? In double quotes. I mean the name must be written in double quotes. So those are some of the rules. So JSON valid data types. A string, like I've said earlier on, that the string must be written in double quotes. It is in double quote. Even the key, you see the key name, age, employee, name, age, employee, sales, middle name. So all of them are written in double quote. So in JSON is a must that should be written in a double quotes. So the valid data types include a string, number, an object, in parentheses, JSON object, an array, a Boolean, null. So yeah, and they're looking at it like I've said, a semicolon must be there, and curly braces. So this is it. This is a semicolon, this is a curly braces, and you know the similarity between this and JavaScript that it just looks like a JavaScript object. It's just written the way JavaScript object is being written. So that is it. But the difference is that the key or the name is written in a double quote, which is a must. So the non-JSON valid data types are a function, a date, undefined. So function. So function cannot be, it's not a data type in JSON. A date is not a data type in JSON, and undefined they are not. But all these things are data types in JavaScript. They can be written. So, but for you to write function, date, and undefined in JavaScript, what do you have to do? You have to add some codes. You have to write some code in order to convert it so it can be able to work as you want it to do. So that is it. So we have JSON.pass. So a common use of JSON is to exchange data to or from a web server. When receiving data from a web server, the data is always a string. However, pass the data with JSON.pass and the data becomes a JavaScript object. So like I've said that the for you to convert JSON test into a JavaScript. So you need to use a JSON.pass. So that will be that is a thing that will make it possible for it to be in JavaScript objects. Like it was written here that the data is always a string. So if you pass it, then it becomes a JavaScript object. So I would like us to do some example. So we're going to start with number one. So we're going to pass this test. We're going to pass it to convert it into a JavaScript object. So that's what we are going to do right now. We're going to do it right now. So by doing this, we need to, let me inspect so that we can play around so that we can convert the JSON test into JavaScript object. Yes, let me type it const test. Okay, it's already written here. Whoa, it's already passed. So const test is equals, look at the test. Name John, age 30, city New York. So we now declare another one. So this should be, let me use obj is equals JSON dot pass. But this should be in capital letter. So JSON dot pass test. So go again. So need to use a lot. Then okay. It's kind of, yeah. So you concatenate object name space plus object. You concatenate the name and the age. Then you push. It pops up John 30. So this is the name John and the age is 30. So that is it. Then we need to practice the one of array. Practice array. So test. Okay, there's an array here. I use this one. Okay, so I declare the test C Ford, BMW, Audi, car. Let me use cars. So I now pass it. I now pass the cars. Then what do? Let me use alert. No, my array. Let me use 2. See, it pops up Audi. So Audi. Can still repeat it again, copy, paste. and I use 0, clicks it, it pops out forward. So that is it. So I will quickly go to my VS Code to show you another one. So how to convert a string into a date. So remember, dates and function, they are non JSON syntax. So they are not valid in JSON. So if you are doing with it, you still need to add some code. So like here now, this is a date. So after declaring it as test, so instead of after passing, instead of going document.get by ID and concatenate, then I still need to add object, or I still need to add object.bet equals new date object.bet. So doing this will now convert this string into a date. So let me quickly go to live server. Let me open it in live server and see what goes on. Yup, it shows the date as well. So let me say maybe I feel like, no, how possible is this? Then I comment this out. I save. Let me minimize this. Let's see. Not all came out. It didn't come out as it's supposed to. It just showed this, and it showed it as a string. So but commenting it out, as in it now, everything now shows. So that is it. So coming to function. So these are a function. So we declare name, we declare tests and assign it to this JSON test. So for you to yes, for you to use function in a JSON. So these are what you need to do. You still need to declare this object, then you pass it this way. Passing it this way, making the function inside the passing, then can be able to make all of your code to come out as normal as you expected it to be. So let me save and see what happens. Yes, still the same thing. Still the same thing. Maybe let me add this. No, it didn't give me what I want. Let me just do this. Still didn't give me what I want. So it's now open. Yeah, it's now blank. So doing it, see, look at the function key value, then use if statement. If key is equal to bet, return new date value, else return value. So when you save it, you see it comes out as normal. So that is it. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you.